Hello, just a video about comparing the Aussie grip on the front side to the rear side of the handle. So Aussie is 22 degrees, so on the front side it's just between continental and eastern. So the front side is the same as the forehand, the normal forehand side. So it's kind of the forehand side of the handle. The pronated side, pronated is palms facing downwards. So if you move the racket, palms facing downwards. So it's 22 degrees minus on the other side. On the front side it's and the racket's kind of even. And you move it, the palms upwards, so it's kind of supinated, palms upwards. So one way to compare the two sides is to keep the racket face the strings at angles that are constant, either upwards or downwards. So on the front side of the handle, the strings will be upwards, so we'll keep it upwards, and on the pronated side it's usually downwards, but to compare it I'll keep it upwards. So both the front side and the rear side will be upwards. So front side upwards. I'll try to hit them kind of very low topspin, kind of flat shots. Now I'll do the rear side. So as you can see, it's the rear side of the handle. So Aussie, and I'll keep the string bed open facing upwards. It's just the same as I was doing previously. I'll try to hit it at the same spin level. So they should the contact should both feel the same on both sides of the handle. The only difference is kind of the range of motion. The rear side of the handle kind of slightly different heights, different backswing, kind of a slightly different foreswing and follow through. The front side is kind of a longer follow through. Rear side is kind of a longer backswing, but the impact of the ball should feel the same because you're hitting it at the same spin level. And so now I'll do the opposite side of the strings. So the front side of the handle, this time I hit it slightly closed, so the strings are kind of pointing slightly downwards, kind of straight and downwards. I might compensate by hitting it a bit slightly more topspin. slightly more difficult because the front side's usually open, but to try and relate the two, I was keeping it kind of downwards. So on the rear side of the handle, pronated, it's more natural to keep it kind of downwards, so that's what I'll do now. With the same spin level as before, so the slightly more top spin. So now I've got a good kind of knack for both sides. So what I'll do now is I'll change grip one after each shot. I'll change the grip. So for a match, it's probably best to sell one grip, because at top speed the shots are kind of different. They have different contact points. It might be a bit confusing. But during practice, there's no harm experimenting, so you can change grip after every single shot, and whether it goes out or in doesn't make too much of a difference because it's just practice. So I'll do the front side, rear side, front side, rear side, front side, rear side. And I'll do this all with open strings pointing upwards. Change grip. Change grip. Change grip. Change grip. This time I'll keep the racket strings kind of even as I switch between the two grips. So the racket face kind of completely perpendicular to the ground, and so the edge straight to the ground, and so I'll keep it kind of even like that as I switch between the front side handle and rear side. Kind of low top spin. I'll keep the racket strings kind of closed as I switch between the two grips, so kind of high top spin. So I'll just return to the front side, and I'll hit it with any type of string direction, and it should be far more natural after having compared the two. Because of course the wrist motion is kind of the same on the two sides, or it's kind of very similar. And it's going straight upwards, it's the same. It's going diagonally, it's similar. So I'll do the front side. Hit it a bit faster. change to the rear side. So on the rear side of the handle, I'll do the same. So I'll shape it any racket direction of the racket face, whether it's upwards or downwards, on the same grip. So that was just a basic way of comparing the front side to the rear side of the handle for the backhand. And so you can replicate that drill for any other grip. So for the semi-western, play a few on the front side and then the rear side, with the aim of trying to make the grips feel as similar as possible. So the contact, the impact should feel very similar if you're using the same spin level. So briefly, semi-western front side. Rear side. Mix the two. So I'll leave it at that for semi-western. It's mainly about Aussie. So I might just finish with a few volleys. Aussie on the front side of the handle. Low volleys. So I'll go past continental to Aussie on the rear side of the handle. And so this is, I'll do volleys again, and the pronated side of the backhand is the same as the front side of the handle for the forehand. So that's a front side Aussie on the forehand. Rear side of the handle, Aussie on the backhand. So the sides flip between backhand and forehand if you're keeping the same grip. backspin. Back to the front side backhand, on the front side handle of the backhand, and backspin. Wall is a great way to test your fast reaction speeds. Going very close and shooting very fast. Okay, so I think I'll finish with that. So just as I was saying, keep to one side when it comes to a match, but in a training session you can mix in as many grips as you want, just to kind of compare them in your mind and just get a feel for how the grips, the similarities and their differences. So I'll leave it at that. The good thing about being abroad is that if you run out of clothes in the washing, you have an excuse to wear whatever you want. So I decided to wear a suit jacket on top of my shorts and t-shirts. So an advantage of being away, I suppose. Thank you. Bye bye.